are you most looking for coming out of the break here?
We go into a stretch of, we had a 4-day break and then we get 4-day break again. If you look at it, we play 5 in, 7.5 days or 8 days, so we just kind of focus on these 5 and then you get the break again, and then if you look at it, then it's 7 games, then you get a 6-day break. So it's kind of funny that when you look at the last week of December and then until it's actually almost a month before the All-Star game. And there's a 4-day break, 4-day break, and a 6-day break. Just focus on the games in between those.
Some of the players said they're looking for more consistency. Is that?
I think that's what everybody said, and that's been a frequently used word this year. But if you look at it over the last little bit, our issue would be goals against, no question. We're scoring right around 3, and we're giving up right around 3 the last, whatever it would be, probably 10, 15 games. That's not going to get you very far in this league. It's fun to talk about all that, but you still got to be in that. If you can score 3, that's great, but a lot of times it's still that number in there that if you're giving up 3, you're not going to get many points.
Is there one thing above other reasons that's higher than you'd like it to be, goals against?
Well, it's a little bit of a, when you look at this last, whatever it is, from about the first of the month, if you're just an analytic guy, we're dominating games, quite honest. So,
Puck possession.
no, we're dominating games in every, not just, that's the one you guys want to use, puck possession, but in every area you are, not you guys, but you know what, whenever anybody has a hard time, that's what they go back to now because they don't understand it. But
Don't understand the game.
but so it's the probably the bad goal or the odd man rush against or the turnover. But at the same time, if we played last night and we scored 3 goals and we're giving up 3, that means we got to score 4. And if you have all those great opportunities, that means you should have scored on the 4th one.
Are you finding teams are I don't know how to explain it. Are they kind of letting you hold on to the puck a little bit in the hope of counterattacking?
I can't imagine if I talk to another team, they're going to let us hang on to the puck. I mean, I certainly don't talk to our team about make sure the other team let them hold on to the puck.
Well, I guess I'm just thinking that maybe
you want the puck as much as possible,
right.
so you try to get.
But I think you mean in terms of pressuring a turnover.
Yeah,
maybe it depends on who on your team has the puck too.
Right. So the counterattack and make chances out of an odd man rush that way rather than trying to pry it away from you guys.
No.
Oh.
Okay. Next topic.
Yeah.
Your turn.
No, it's Dan's turn.
It's actually my questions. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you see that in soccer sometimes. One team has a lot of possession, they end up losing the game 3-0 because the other team got 3 chances and put them all away.
I think, but I would think that in this league, unforced turnovers would be everybody's number 1 source of what you want to get better at. I would say for sure.
I don't think your shot against total has been particularly high as
The last month?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 36 to 26.
in your favor.
Yeah, that's significant.
It was down. It was high early though, right? Wasn't it?
4?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's quite honest. Everybody's within, but if you're keeping teams into the teens, then you should be winning a lot more than you should be getting a lot more points.
Is 26 too high?
Pardon?
26 shots against too
Well,
high?
if they gave a trophy, imagine you'd win it if you had only 26 against. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's an irrelevant stat because again, Helene could take their shots tonight, and I could take ours, and we might be 10 difference. What you call a shot, so
Yeah.
it's more of the the end result of it.
It always makes you crazy that a guy rings a shot off the post and it's not a shot on goal. He missed the goal.
Is there something specific you guys need to do to get better on the defensive end to get that, not give up that third goal? Or is it just odd breakdowns causing it, or
Yeah, unforced errors. I mean, if you were at the game last night, I mean, the game is, we get 1 point because the other team ties the game up, but when you have the puck most of the night, then you should win. You should score the fourth goal, and you shouldn't give up the second goal.
Going into the break last year, Christmas break, there was a loss right before the last game, Dallas. And then coming out of the break, there was a little bit of a losing streak. Do you remember that? Players are saying too, it all blends together, but so you're not worried,
Still,
yeah?
You know what? You just look at the big picture always.
Yeah.
What pace you on, where you at, so.
And looking at the big picture and looking at the key things, the things that you look at first, that you consider the most important, what kind of shape do you believe you're in coming out of this break?
Yes, I think
Just
that,
the defensive end, yeah,
yeah,
okay.
I think that considering that we've scored, how many goals we've scored, and we haven't got production of some guys for a month, when you look at it, it's pretty,
Your power play's picked it up lately.
yeah, power plays run hot and cold, they don't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be 20, it'll be 15.
Yeah.
They'll say what's wrong with it, and it'll be 20, they'll say it's right. That's based on performers.
true.
That's based on, you know, once in a while teams change up their power play because top guys are struggling, so you give the workers a chance.
Yeah.
That's what really was what happens, but it still ultimately comes back to your top guys when they get
Yeah.
hot. Then
And the timely goals.
so,
It's not how many.
you know, I think I'd look. It's still our goal at the start of the year was, you know, keep your minor penalties down. We've done a really good job of that the last month. We should have a better record because of that. We should have a better record because of our goals for. So, it's our goals against.
Did you notice their energy level was where it should be after a break this
Pardon?
morning? Their energy level this morning after the break was where you thought
Everybody
it should be?
gets to rest for 2 or 3 days should have energy if they're motivated people.
Well, it's funny because I could.
Anybody lays around for 2 or 3 days and doesn't feel good on the 4th day, that's your fault.
I covered
I mean,
the
they're no different than you. They're people, not.
the Clippers on Christmas, played on Christmas, and their coach, Doc Rivers, was saying he hates having, if you have to play Christmas, he doesn't want to be at home
Yeah.
because the distractions of everybody had their families in and that kind of stuff. And
You know, we've done it all so many different ways over the years.
Yeah.
Remember, we always played Boxing Days, which meant you traveled lots, or you always practiced Christmas Eve. Now you get, you know, now there's the mandatory 3 days. Some teams play the 22nd, some teams don't play till it's changed so much. So I think for the most part, players now do something other than 1 or 2 days. The energy has really nothing to do with it. I think it's more recover a little bit. You guys are banged up or hurting a little bit or something like that.